Welcome, welcome everyone. Is everything set up? I need to do a test with you guys. I want to do a test before we get started tonight. I need to know. I'm gonna switch the scene. There's like a kind of a thumbnail, and there's music with it, and I want to know if you guys can hear the music because I can't hear it from my end, and I'm confused. So let's give that a try. All right, I need a nod. Are you guys getting music? Oops. Do you hear music? Okay. I don't know why I don't hear it. Kind of would need to hear that. Okay. All right. We're just testing out some stuff, playing around with some features. Let's switch this back. There'd be no music now. Hey, Vancer. Thank you for the quick feedback, folks. All right, tonight, what are we doing? I decided I'm going to sell this mower. I decided we're just going to change it up a little bit. Unfortunately, this map has no equipment sell point, so I got to sell it right from the menu thing here. Reacher Raven, how's it going? Thanks for dropping in. So we're going to sell this one. I got a plan. I got a bit of a plan. Mower, we're going to switch to this guy. Save like $100 or something, but it's a bit smaller, but it's symmetrical. It's easier to work with. So we're going to buy that. And then we are going to also want to be able to speed things up a bit. So we're going to pick up another tractor. I think we're going to get my trusty little friend here. 79 horsepower. Actually, what's that baler? I got to make sure I have enough power to pull the baler. Baler's 45, so that's no problem. So let's pick up this little guy here. This is the same one. I think I'm using this on the Homestead Survival Challenge. It's a good little tractor. I really like it. So we're gonna buy one of these, $8,500. Great deal. Old tractor, but in mint condition. That's what we're gonna call it. And let's get mowing. Saved a few bucks, but now I have two tractors, so I can get a worker going. Speed things up a little bit. Next thing we're gonna spend money on is a sheep pen. We'll get some sheep going. And yeah, we should be off to a bit of a acceleration today. We've got a ton of room still to put in fields. We've got a racetrack going on there. It'll be fun to race around that with some go-karts or something. Wish we had more old tractors, small tractors. Yeah, I wish we had them all over the place, to be honest. Yeah, busy eating a bacon-wrapped chicken with toasted butternut squash and cranberries over spring lettuce. Dude, that sounds delicious. Okay, let's start mowing this field. We got our trusty little Ford. It's quickly becoming one of my favorite little tractors in the game. Tonight for dinner, I did the cooking tonight. We had a kind of a, I want to call it, it's like a, I don't want to call it a burrito bowl, but it's like that kind of thing with rice and veggies and meat. But we did it with Lebanese 7 spice, which is a really, really nice flavor. And it's just like a bowl, you know, you just chow down on. Where's the baler? Oh, I left it out there. Anyways, it was just a nice little meal. We got a whole bunch of snow yesterday and some more snow today. I am not prepared for winter. We got way more snow than we normally would get in November. November, sometimes we get a little snowfall, you know, maybe a few centimeters, and it would basically, you know, melt right away, or, you know, blow away in the wind or whatever. All right. Get this going. So the idea here is we're just gonna pull behind the mower and try to keep up with it. Get some bales out. Our goal is to set up a nice sheep barn. Yes, unfortunately, I did not get all the work I needed to do for our chicken coop to protect it for winter. Normally, you don't have to worry about that till a bit later. So my poor chickens were in the snow yesterday. And they have decided that they're done for the season as far as laying. We're getting very few eggs now. Give Pepper an extra little treat, Miss Dust Bunny. One day we'll grow up and get a real windrower. This works fine for now. It's kind of like teamwork, really. What time is it? It's midday. We have so much free space to use up. I have to figure out how to lay out the farm, really. Cold northern Sweden. Wishing you all a great time. Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you so much. That's nice. Sweden. I would love to visit Sweden someday. I've never actually been to Europe either. Hey, Perola. How's it going? Haven't seen you in a while, my friend. Glad you're still hovering around. Hey, Byron. I really like this little Ford tractor. Okay, now why did he go and spin around? So we've got the silage production, which, you know, gives us some income. It's not really bringing us much, to be honest. I think realistically, that's not the core of what we're going to be doing, so I don't think we're going to hang on to that very long. Matter of fact, if it's empty, we might get rid of it in this live stream. I'd rather spend the money on a sheep pen. Oh, come on. I always stop like a couple of blades of grass short. We've been living without proper water in the house for a couple of weeks now. The good news is we finally found someone to come and work on our well pump situation. It still kind of works, but it's very inconvenient. We haven't been able to do much laundry or, you know, you kind of have to be super efficient with washing dishes. Very short showers. So I'm hoping that we can get that sorted out. I'm a little worried about the weather and the fact that they might have to dig the well out a bit. Not the well itself, but the channel from the well to the house. Well, hopefully that gets sorted out and we can have normal water pressure again. You tried the AI balers? Yes, I have. I tried a little bit, not a lot, and it did not go well for me. So I'll have to give it another try. I really didn't give it a good try, let's say. We tried on the Zelonka series. Come on. Few blades more. Let's back up a little bit so it's not so loud. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about is we're gonna have to dig up the channel from the well to the house, and that's about 5 or 6 feet deep. And I don't want the ground to freeze over. We're doing good, Byron. Mrs. Buttercup is enjoying her crafting. She's been doing a lot of craft work. She has had a fantastic market season this year, and she's on the verge of tripling her sales from last year. So she's very energized about that. But she's a bit of a workaholic. She's crafts all the time. This teamwork is going good. I like this setup. This is going to work. I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to sell the silage production, and we're going to buy the sheep. I think that's a higher priority. We've got food for them right here, right? Oh, he turned around again. I guess that's the headlands. He's going around the bales. This will be interesting. Nice, no bale collisions. Yeah, they're coming next week. They're coming November 18th. Part of me wants it to be just a light fix, you know, that won't be very expensive. But part of me also would not mind having a brand new powerful pump for the well. We get like when the pump's working properly, we get acceptable water pressure, but it would be nice to have a bit more. Okay, I'm going to take a little break here. We're going to set up the sheep pen. Let's turn that off for now. All right. Actually, no, I got to do one more thing before I do this. Come on, saving 4X map takes forever. All right, I want to go over. I got to see if there's any silage left in there to sell. I've only got 4,800 bucks, so I don't have a ton of money. I gotta have to buy a sheep pen and sheep, right? If I could start getting some wool out, then things will, the money will start to flow a little bit better. But off kind of a rough start on this series. Let's see what's left in here. Oh boy. One of my favorite trailers as well, this one. What do we got in there? Hey, Victor Jones, how's it going? No silage, no nothing. Okay, we're empty here, so that's fine. Let's sell that building. $30,000. Now we've got some money. Now we put in a sheep barn. Question is, where are we going to do that? I think we're going to set up our house right on the corner. Right in here somewhere. So let's get sheeps. I want a decent amount. I don't need a ton of them. 20. I'd like to get at least 50. This one here might work. Pasture can be customized. Oh man, that's tiny. That is tiny. I want something a little bit more imposing. No, I don't have that much money though. Oh boy. Okay. All right, it's fine. What's this? Place to keep your sheep. 200 pieces. Why does it want to? I don't really want that. I guess we could start with this. I use this quite a bit. It's cheap. Let's set it up over here. Right there. This, do you want a custom fence? No, I'll just leave it as is. Do you want to plant a meadow? Yes. Okay, let's get smoothing this stuff out. It's going to be a little messy, but that's all right. Oh, it left all the bushes in there. What the heck? Okay, let's drive over. What's this map? This is a map called Survival 4X. PC only, if I understand correctly. It's a big sandbox map. My kind of map. Although, to be honest, I haven't been doing a lot of sandbox stuff so far in FS25. It's a great map. It's huge. A lot of trees. Okay. I need to check a couple of things out here because I'm not happy that I thought by putting in the pasture, that gate. Okay. I didn't really want these bushes in here. I did not want that. Okay, you know what? Let's just go with it. Let's just roll with it. This isn't the permanent sheep pen. I think we're going to go much bigger than this, but that's all the money I have. That's all the money. Let's get some sheep. Where is the trigger? No, not here. I thought it was right here. Where's the sheep trigger? Is it in here? This side? Yeah, it's in here. Okay. All right, let's get some. What shall we get? How about some black Welsh? I don't often use these. Now, at what age do sheep start producing wool? This will be 15,000 for 29. Okay, let's get the old ones. Older ones. They can start producing right away. We're going to need some water. I think I might have to lower the ground a little bit here. I think I raised it too much. All right. I want to check out if I can get rid of these shrubs. $20 grass. Is that going to delete shrubs? No. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's how I can do it. Get this out. We'll clear up all this. Yes, 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 I know. Oh, one more over here. Okay. Let's close that so they don't get out. All right. Dum 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 dum. Whoops. Now, I have another bale trailer somewhere, don't I? We need water too, so I gotta go get a water tanker of some kind. I don't know where my trailer is. So let's make another bale. Oops, why isn't that picking up? Turning. Oh, duh. Cold night in Georgia. Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, it feels like winter's coming early this year. Had the little Massey out today after work, just getting the laneway cleared, getting the snow off of it. Which is always kind of fun. I do like my little Massey. That said, we're probably going to get rid of it in the spring. It is a great tool, but we don't need it so much anymore. Goats IRL would eat those bushes in a day. Oh yeah. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag this over. I do need to clear out a lot of those bushes, so we're gonna have to do some of that. Some of that. I can mow it. I got the real mower mod. Oops, oops. Oh, too close there. Let's unload that bale. And gone. We can start getting some wool, then we'll be all set. I'm just gonna get 2 bales made here. And then we'll get some water. That should work out pretty good. Have you all been enjoying the new expansion? I haven't really had a lot of time to play with it, particularly the new stuff, you know, like the fishing and all that. But just the fact that we can fish makes me want to start we'll call it another homesteading series, but not a challenge this time. Something about me building exactly what I would build in real life if I could afford the land and all that kind of stuff. A true legit homestead with no, you know, no industrial farming at all. Haven't played it. Gonna wait to play with Rusty Money Gaming next Sunday. Nice. All right. That should keep them for a little bit. I don't know if it'll take both bales completely. It doesn't. Okay, that's fine. I think I need a different color baler. All my equipment matches with the color of the bushes. I could lose it. All right, let's go get a water tanker. Did I sell my trailer? That green John Deere trailer for the bales. Did I get rid of that? I don't remember. That's going to be awesome multiplayer live stream, Mr. Artemis. Yeah. Let me know when that is. I'll drop in for sure. Okay. First of all, let me see if I still have that trailer. I don't have that trailer. I sold it. I don't know what I was thinking. It's fine. We'll work it out. What I need now, though, is a way to get some water. And of course, we're going to be going cheap. So what is this? 1,000. That is 2,000, 2,000. I always go for this guy. It's 3,000, best value kind of thing. Let's do that. Let's get that. We're going to make this blue for water. Might record it and upload it. Not sure yet. Have you been doing any recording stuff, Artemis? Besides the music? Well, I'm driving away. I don't have anywhere to go get water, do I? I guess we're gonna have to put in a well. Okay, so we need a well. Let's get up here. Containers. Let's get a nice looking well. Something different. It's a nice looking well. Which money do we have? We got 11,000. Figure out if I want to get something fancy. No, let's go simple, I guess. Let's go simple. What's this? Gas tank. Free water tank. 500. Free water tank. What is this? This looks interesting. Let's put that over here. Where's my tent? There we go. Let's pop that here. There we go. It's a strange looking device. That's filling up at a decent pace. Jaked up, how's it going? Hey Clinton. Thanks for dropping in, guys. Oh, what's going on here? Director is happy to see you guys. Got mad skills. Oh boy, we got a problem. We got a bit of a problem. Let's disconnect that before we go flying. No, still doesn't like it. I hope the other tractor can do better with this. Never had that problem with that. Hey Mama Phoenix, how's it going? Thank you for dropping in. Let's see if this tractor, this has a front weight on it, so this one might be better for that water tanker. We got a lot of work to do to make this place look like a nice little farm. Right here. Mississippi. Yeah, it's cold all over. We're getting an early winter this year. Okay, will this work? Yes, okay. So we know that the John Deere is on water duty. Hee, I said duty. There we go. Need to do some painting. .38 degrees. That's actually not far from the weather we're getting. We are probably, I'm doing my mental conversions here, but we're probably around 30 degrees. Where am I going? Over here. At 30 degrees Fahrenheit right now. Just below freezing. Okay, so I don't really have a way to pick up bales right now. short of. We'll figure that out. Beautiful 79 degrees, and yeah, that's a nice temperature. All right, let's get a few more of these. Now we've got, we're probably going to need to put in some more fields. $35 here, but due to Nebraska wind, it's 22. Yeah, you may be rusty. Like, I'll have to look at a map, and I don't know exactly where you are in Nebraska, but you may actually be further north than me. There's a huge, I mean, you know, you always think of Canada being north, but Ontario is the furthest south province, and there are actually a fair amount of U.S. areas that are further north than where I am. Let's grab this bit here. Oh, we're full. So we're going to need another trailer to pick up bales. So I think we wanted to get something better than the last one. You're familiar with the little dip in northeast border area south of there. I'll have to pull out a map and have a look at that. I've never been to Nebraska. I'll have to get out there sometime. I've been to, probably the closest I've been to Nebraska is North Dakota. We should have this. This is going to give us lots of food. Lots of food for our sheep. And for the next sheep that we're going to get. And we're going to get much bigger sheep thing, but I just need to start making money, and doing it with just grass is not going to get us anywhere fast. Even the silage, we weren't making much money off of that. The wool will be a very different story, though. And if we set up a spinnery, and even a tailor, that would be fantastic. Hey, Munchies, how's it going? Thanks for dropping it. Thanks for dropping in, bud. Southwest of Yankton, South Dakota, and Sioux City. Nevada, Nebraska. Oh, I don't remember my abbreviations. NE is Nebraska. Yes, sir. NE is Nebraska. Okay. Hey, Taco. Nevada is the NV, I think, right? NV. Yeah. Okay. I remember being in school, which, was a really long time ago. I remember I used to love geography stuff, like tests where I had to, guess capitals and, of cities or provinces and states and yeah, I used to love that stuff. I could stare at maps forever. NV is Nevada. That's where I am. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Did I know that? It's another state I've never been to. I gotta sit down and make a list of all the places I haven't been to in North America and put it on the bucket list to visit. I've been all over the Northeast and all the way down the East Coast. So I got most of that knocked out. And the South. I've been in the South. Texas and whatnot. Northeast I've been to. Just outside Vegas. Not one of them chicken ranches, are you? Seems very dark already, and it's only 3 p.m. We might switch the it to prefer like that month for visuals. I don't want to do the dark. I get scared. We can turn that on and off, actually. Actually, let's do that. Been talking about shirts that don't have a logo. Why don't you use the one that you have at the start of your videos? It's cool and would look good on a shirt. Yeah, it's got a lot of colors in it though. T-shirts they're a bit of a the printing process is a bit of a pain if you have too many colors. Farthest east and south I've been Chicago. Chicken ranches are about 2 hours north. You guys are referring to the new logo, right? The tractor. I wanted to do some with the old logo. Well, it's not the old logo. I mean, I'll still use it. The Krustoo Gaming logo. That has not that many colors, but the actual logo itself was designed with a gradient fill, which is like 70 million colors. So I would have to... Yeah. You guys like that new one? The one that I showed at the beginning there? I'm still on the fence whether I like it or not. I think it looks nice. Okay, I think we're done here. I think that's it. One little bit left. It's a good field though. We got, what did we get there? We got, well, 14 bales off the field. 14 and a bit. New logo is cool. I like it. Okay, thanks. That's good to know. Okay, I want to try something here. I want to try something before I start doing other stuff. I want to see if, not this, if I do grass, does that get rid of the bushes? No, it doesn't. If I paint grass, does that get rid of the bushes? Yes, it does. Okay, so that's one way to get rid of them. There's a lot. Just going to try to thin it out a little bit here, just to make it a little bit more look like a farm and not just a field, you know. Looks a little bit better. Okay, what are we doing? All right, so I am going to switch the settings. We're going to set a visual month so we don't have to deal with, say, July. Yeah, much brighter. Okay, what am I doing next? What am I doing next? I think we're going to need to put in another field, so we can do that. I've only got $10,000 left. I figure if I keep adding one small field here, small field there, we'll be in good shape. I think I'm going to, let's zoom out a bit here. We're going to decorate this up nice once we get money flowing. The problem is money right now. You can't do too much. So I think what I'm going to do is we did mow a whole bunch of the grass out here, but what I'm going to do is instead of creating my fields where I mowed, I'm going to do it where I didn't mow. Let's get a new field in here. I think we'll create a longish kind of field. I'll have to maybe straighten that out so it's more straight. So it works better with workers, but who knows? What map is this again? This is a map called Survival 4X. PC only, I believe. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I've got it slotted as a potential map for 200 horsepower challenge again, which we are gonna do. We're all gonna do in FS25. Okay, how big do I want to make this? I don't want to make it too big. I think I'm gonna turn in here. I want to try to do it straight. Yeah. Oh, have a lovely fresca. Always like that. Fresca. Well, thank you for linking the map. That's funny. Really appreciate it. Okay. I'm going to leave quite a bit of buffer. The nice thing about this is I can resize stuff a bit later. Didn't really round out my corner here, but that's all right. I like round corners. I don't like square fields. Not Fresca in year. Yeah, I used to drink it a lot when I was much younger. And then I just got a, I don't know, I just decided one day to pick some up. And ever since then, I've been buying it. The problem is it's not that popular where I am. And when you see it, you got to kind of grab it because it's not always, the grocery stores don't always have it. Like they buy a few cases just to say they did kind of thing. But it's sugar-free and it's, I don't want to say it's healthy, but it's, I don't know, it's refreshing. Goes really well with vodka, actually, which I don't drink much of, but in the summer, with some crushed ice and a little bit of vodka and Fresca, I really like it. It's a refreshing summer drink. Okay, we're gonna straighten out the opposite side over there. I don't like the angle that I went at. I have a bit of a diet soda addiction. We'll call it. I drink a lot of diet soda, way more than I should. I've recently backed off of Diet Coke because I drank quite a bit of Diet Coke, and I have, cut the consumption in half, but I also switched to the caffeine free version because that's another thing that I drink. I have too much of caffeine. You know what? I want to do this right now. Come back to the middle later. I want this to be a little bit more straight. Yeah, that's better. So good news, my stepdaughter had an appointment this week, and she had been, for those who know, you know what I'm talking about. For those who don't know, my stepdaughter broke her ankle here while at our place this summer, and pretty badly, and ended up bedridden for a few months, and so we took care of her. Eventually she did end up going home, but she was here again this week to go visit the doctor, and she's been using this special, really expensive machine to promote bone healing. I forget what it's called. It's like an ultrasound type technology. Anyway, she's been using it, and it has worked out perfect. She is now able to put full weight back on her leg. She still has to use a walker for balance because she's kind of, she needs to kind of retrain a little bit. But great news. Okay. There, that's better. It's still not perfectly straight. I could still make it even straighter, but yeah, I'm still going off a bit. That's all right. It's been a very strange years for injuries in my family. My mother's on the mend with her 2 broken legs. But she's doing her physio now. She's had all the surgeries, so she's doing good. She's out of the hospital. She's in a rehabilitation kind of physio hospital. Specific, they specialize in recovery. So she's doing okay. And my daughter, my eldest daughter, is on the mend. We broke her tibia just a couple of weeks ago. All legs, all accidents, all this year. It's very strange. However, that said, I also got results of some x-rays for my knee issues. Well, I've talked a lot over the summer about my one knee, but it turns out that my other knee now is also has issues. So had some x-rays done, and I do indeed have torn meniscus in both. You should have used the cat. It said their purring is in a wavelength that could speed up broken bones. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Well, two of the three family members that have had injuries are allergic to cats, so I don't think that's going to work, but my mom could maybe do that. I am going to, for my left knee, the original injury, I'm actually going to start the process to get knee replacement done. Complete knee replacement surgery. I don't know when it's going to happen. There's wait lists for stuff like that. So probably in the new year, I would think. But who knows? So how should I, trying to figure out how should I continue laying out fields on this. I suppose we're going to be doing other stuff besides just sheep, you know. We'll need to keep busier than that. Well, thank you, Miss Dust Bunny. Unknown Kansas boy. What's going on in here? I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. If you do knee replacements, suggest getting a knee ice cooler machine. Oh. I don't know what that is, Rusty. Ice cooler machine. Interesting. Well worth the money spent for that surgery recovery. Yeah. Well, we don't pay for that stuff here, so. But the machine for my stepdaughter, she paid for, it's a $6,000 device. She paid $700 out of pocket, and the government picked up the rest. Probably a good machine to have around, but Mrs. Money had a replacement a couple of years ago. It's a small pump machine that you wrap in a band around the knee and applies cool temps from ice. Oh, okay. My youngest sister, several years ago had double knee replacement surgery. She had both done at the same time. And she has warned me not to do that. Because you can't walk at all. You can't get up. I don't know. I'm a very independent person. Like I don't like, well, it's not that I don't like it. It just, I'm not fond of not being able to do stuff myself. Like I really am that type of a person. Asking for help is difficult for me. So being on my butt without being able to walk and having to be served is not that appealing to me. Yeah, time changes are terrible. I hate it. I don't like it at all. We done yet? Almost done. All right. One more little strip there. And I think I might try another pass down the side to fix up the field a little bit, but I didn't realize it, but it's up to each state individually whether or not they accept a time change. That doesn't sound like something that should be kind of optional. Because we should all do it or we should all not do it. It gets too confusing otherwise. We have some parts of Canada that also don't do the time change. Okay, we're gonna redesign this a little bit more. It's each state that surrounds your state you live in. Nebraska has tried changing. Okay, I think this is going to be it for this field here. Just as soon as I round this corner out. It's a little bit better. It's still off though. I still can keep wandering over a bit. That's fine. It's fine. All right, we're going to call that done. All right. Okay, guys, I need some ideas. What else are we doing besides sheep and grass? We need more options. And we need more shed space. I'm going to drop this down because it settles better. All right. Okay. So I got a seed drill. I've got a seed drill. What am I going to do with that? What kind of trouble am I going to get into with this? Grass peas. Ah, wish there was smaller harvesters. Spinach. What should I do, guys? Goats are the... Yeah, I know what you were trying to say. Need to grow something else, though. Spinach. barley, oats, canola. Let's do canola. Why? I have no idea. Let's do canola anyway. I do need to go top up. How much money do I have? 10,000. Let me go top up fertilizer and seed. So cats like Sphinx or Devon Rex can work if you're allergic, and they produce less than the protein and shed less dander. Oh, onions. Onions. I guess onions is a planter, right? Hang on, let me check that for a second. Fill that up. I haven't done onions yet. Is it in here? Nope, not there. Is that a regular planter you do onions with? No. What do I plant onions with? Is there a specific onion planter? It's not a seeder. Okay, guys, I have no idea what's going on. Sugar potato planter. Is it a root crop? Beet harvesters, beet loading. Potato planters, no. Spinach, peas, onion. Oh, onion. Well, that's interesting. Tool is used. Oh, okay, you have to top stuff. Cedar, check the DLC. Special crops. All right. See you later, unknown Kansas boy. Thanks for dropping in. DLC. Where am I? Actually, I could probably check here, right? Sugar beet, peat, onion. Okay, so what do we use here for this? What is that? Special planter to plant vegetables. 140 horsepower. Is that the only planter? Kind of looks like it. I don't see onions there. Cultivator. So I guess this is it. Okay. 52,000 bucks, so holy smokes. 140 horsepower. I don't have that either, so it's a bit of a problem. Ooh. That's a New Holland. I should look at the how do I check the DLCs again? This is the packages. Used equipment. DLCs, here we go. There we go. That's what I want. Onions. Ooh. I haven't even looked at this stuff yet. This thing is probably pretty cool. That's a regular planter. Regular planter. This is the only one that plants onions, I think. This harvests onions. This cuts the tops off. And this picks the windrow again, cleans the onions and drops them. There's what digs them up though. Is this the, this pick them up? Like dig them up? Huh. That removes the tops. This cleans them. Yeah, okay. We'll have to figure it out. We'll have to figure that out. Okay, for now, let's get some fertilizer. There we go. Good enough. Drop some on the ground. Nice to see in Goham's news today that some root crops equipment and such are coming. I would love to see more small and medium root crop stuff. Not just the root crops, but also the like spinach and green beans and peas. I haven't even been using it because I just never get to those big machines. They are really expensive. All right, let's get canola going in here. I don't know why I'm doing canola, but why not? Okay, next up, I need to, what do I have? $8,000 left. So I need some money. How are we going to do that? More importantly, how am I going to pick up those bales? I'm going to drop off here. Let's look for a cheap trailer that can pick up bales. What I don't like is you need such a big machine for each crop. Yeah, that seems, I mean, it's probably realistic, but yeah. Bale trailer pack. This looks promising. Platform round bales. What's that? $5,000. I can afford that. Let's try this trailer out. Never tried it. I do want to auto load them. I went ahead and purchased Project Motor Racing from Giants. I pre-ordered it. That is coming out in a couple of weeks, I think. I'm really looking forward to seeing what that looks like. Got my steering wheel ready to go here. I don't use it for farm sim though. That is a pretty big trailer for the price. Look at that. Outside Mod Hub, there's a lot of small veggie equipment. I have a truck that has 4 guys picking up vegetables and potatoes. Works like a charm. Actually, I keep forgetting about that. I have that. Hang on a second. Come on. It is actually in trucks, is it? No, it's in cars. It's in a weird place. Here it is. These guys. Potatoes. Potato, electric potato, sugar beet, electric sugar beet. So if you take this, it'll pick up all of these things. Actually, I should be using this a lot more. Thanks, Taco, for reminding me about that. This will pick up the peas and the green beans and the spinach as well. It is cool to watch these guys, but I think you have to keep giving them pallets though, I think, if I remember correctly. We'll try that. Actually, I wish I'd thought of that a little bit earlier. We could have done this. We can still do it. We can still do it. Let's go. Let's deal with the current problem. Getting those bales off the field. I totally want to do that now. Great, we're gonna do that. Need another field though. Is this auto load? Shift R. It does not do a real auto load. That's okay. There's a mod on Mod Hub that allows you to use a standard harvester to pick up peas and green beans. I feel like I might also have that. I should look into that. Let me look. I might actually have that loaded. Standard harvester, let's just pick one of the medium size-ish kind of things. No, it doesn't do... Okay, so I'm not running that mod. I've got the swathing stuff. That's the one of the DLCs, I think, but I'm not seeing those special crops. Yeah, they're all kind of the same. I think I remember seeing it though, so I should probably look into that. I'm kind of disturbed that they're stacking in the middle. Kind of feels like there's a lot of empty space on that trailer left. Like I feel like it's not gonna let me pick up another one. Green bean and pea harvest add-on. Yeah, that's it. I mean, this isn't terrible. It's fine. It's a lot better than hand moving them, but I need to make a stack somewhere. I think I'll put them right by the sheep pen. Matter of fact, I think we're gonna put them right here. Right up against the fence. How's that? Perfect. On King Mods, look for Leaf a Double Cabin Brigade Multi-Fruit. Okay. I'll check that out. Not crazy about going off a Mod Hub, but I do it sometimes. I do have that small beet harvester, root crop harvester that I picked up somewhere. I forget which site it was from. That works pretty good. Slow though, single row. Ugh, it's really slow. But it's good for a very small farm. Okay, one more I think. Hey Rick, how's it going? Thanks for dropping in. Yammer Salmon, yeah, that's the one. I like that. I like it. It's slow, like, you know, it's only good for small fields, really. Oh, a little too close. Let's go out a bit further. Okay, I'm happy with that pile. Okay, I want to check something. We were just looking at these guys here. Doesn't do the onions. Wonder if there's an update to this. This I did get some off of. This is not on MudHub. I had to go get that somewhere else. There may be an update to it that does. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's an update. That's the problem with stuff you get not on ModHub, is that it doesn't automatically update stuff for you. It doesn't tell you when there's updates. You got to go look for it. This is version 1.0. I'm sure there must be a patch since then. So we'll have to check that out. Okay. I need another field. Let's see how this is going. That's going okay. Need another field, but I'm out of money, so I'm not going to be able to do much now. What the heck are you doing? Interesting patterns. Yeah, going through a lot of fertilizer. That's fine. Okay, what do I have here? I forget. This is the one that's working right now. This is 80 horsepower, 79 horsepower. And this plow is 80. I might be able to pull this. I might be able to pull this with the Ford. We could start another field for, we'll do peas. We'll use those guys. We'll use that trailer. That truck, I guess. Let's see how this goes. This could be interesting. So what I'll do is I'll set up another field right next to this one. I'll make this one a bit smaller, not as wide. So we should be able to knock this out pretty quick. Create fields. Oh yeah, it's not going very fast. So we'll go all the way down, but we're going to make this field a lot narrower. Maybe half the size of that one. One row, I think it will just jump on the ground and use loader to pick it up the crop. Yeah. I'm in the process right now of, I've been really wanting to get away from Microsoft Windows. I've been wanting to switch and start using Linux as my main computer. And I'm doing the kind of the homework right now, trying to figure out how it's going to work and how I'm going to make it work with keeping the channel going, without disruptions, because certain things aren't figured out yet. So doing my homework right now, kind of stressed out about making the change, having to wipe my computer with everything all set up, configured, and all that, all the settings for recording and all that. taken me quite a while to get that dialed in. I have to start all over again, kind of daunting. It's a daunting task. Take a look at, how am I going? Is it not super straight? It's not bad though. Come on, keep pulling. Just get a new drive and use that for Linux. That way, if you have problems, you can just put the old one back. That actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah, somebody else suggested that to me as well. And I think that's probably the best idea. Have that backup plan. The problem is the drive that I would need to replace is the one I just spent a pile of money on to upgrade. I did that a few months ago. So I don't want to spend all that money again. But I could probably do it with a smaller drive just to do a test run. I can put the original drive back in. Yeah, that's what I should do. That actually makes a lot of sense. The original drive was a 1 terabyte M.2 SSD drive. And I was running out of space. So I picked up a 2 terabyte one. And then went through the cloning process and everything. Got it done. So I still have the original one around. I could set that up. And if I like it, I can test drive it for a while. And if I like it and everything works out, then I can go ahead and upgrade that in the future. If I don't like it, I just pop the old drive back in and off we go. Right? So it makes a lot of sense. But I would have to switch my editing software. So I use currently for editing, I use a subscription service, Power Director 365, and it's not great. Honestly, it's not very good. I would not recommend it. I only use it because I know it. I'm used to it. And I just kind of haven't been wanting to dedicate more time to learning a new piece of software for this. But I will have to make that change if I move to Linux. So I'm going to be looking at a piece of software called Gaiden Live to do my video editing. The good news is there's a PC version, a Windows version, so I can start learning right now before I make the switch. My editing is not very fancy. Like you guys have been watching my videos, there's not a lot of stuff going on. I am not a super editor like some other channels are. One day I would like to be. I just don't have time to do it. Some of the videos that I see, especially some of the role-playing stuff, some of the better role players, and I watch them and I go, oh my goodness, how long did it take you to edit this video? It must have taken forever. Right now I'm doing a full-time job. I've got a bunch of stuff to do around the home, and then I'm doing 1 episode per day. I've been pretty consistent with that for a while now. Had some hiccups last year because of the injuries and stuff like that, but this year, I think I'm on track for a full year of episode a day. They're about an hour, so that takes an hour per day of recording. And then editing takes, anywhere between 15 minutes to half an hour per episode right now. Just turn the well pump light on. First time for the winter. Oh, yeah. At least you got a well pump that works. Okay, this is gonna be, I don't know, what should we do? Green beans, peas. We're not gonna do onions yet. We will get into it. We'll play around with it. But right now, I just want to do something a bit different here. So I think we'll do green beans. I love green beans. So we'll do some green beans in here. I still need more money though. We're gonna have to get those sheep pushing out the wool. The other big challenge with Linux is picking the right distribution, just the right distro. You know, you're going on Windows, there's just the current version of Windows, that's it. You go on a Mac, you get just the current version of Mac OS, you know? Like, it's not like there's a lot of choice. But for Linux, there's hundreds of different variations on that operating system. So I gotta pick the right one. I gotta get one that's gamer friendly and content creation friendly. I don't know how many of you guys are nerds. Technology nerds like me. Oh no, worker B has stopped working unexpectedly. Tank is empty. I think I know what it ran out of. Fertilizer. And do we have enough? Do we have enough for more fertilizer? 1920. I'm buying it right away. $764 left. We'll deal with that in just a second. We're still gonna need a planter, I believe, for those crops, right? I forget. For green beans. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay. All right. I forget what it is. Oh no. Wait. Peas you do with a drill. I need a planter for green beans. So I think we're gonna do peas instead because I already have that. Yeah, we'll do that. All right. This guy. Come on. Let's go back and pick up some more fertilizer. And you say you turned on the well pump light on. Is that just like a light bulb just to keep stuff from freezing? Like in a crawl space or something? Or is it an outdoor well pump? Where were we? Just up here, I think. Just finish this out ourselves. Okay. With canola, that means we're going to have to buy a harvester. Which is fine. We'll get one. It's all good. Not quite sure how much further I have to go all the way back down. I think I do. Yep, gotta go down that side as well. Mrs. Buttercup and I are in the process of deciding whether we want to buy a camper trailer. Do some camping with a little bit of luxury, with our own shower and washroom and stuff. We're thinking about it. We're thinking about it. I've got my my tractor, my Massey, that we're going to be selling in the spring because I just don't need it anymore. We're going to be moving. I won't have the property to take care of and stuff anymore, so I think we're just going to sell it. With that money that we get from that, it's paid off and everything. With the money that we get from that, then we're probably going to buy a camper. Yep, high watt bulb keeps the pump just warm enough not to freeze. That's all it takes sometimes. I've been camping in over 20 years. I do a lot of backcountry camping as a hobby. Okay, hang on a second. I don't know why I just disconnected that. I need it. Yeah, I usually do like we'll call it the like light camping, you know, like I've just barely enough stuff that fits in my pack or a backpack or kayak or whatever. But I do like the idea of having my Keurig machine to make my coffee in the morning. Okay, so canola, long grain rice, oilseed radish, grass, peas, spinach. Let me just double check before I make a mistake. Want to make sure that those guys in the trucks will pick up that stuff. In cars. Okay, so they'll pick up either or. So no problem. That's due to another mod that I have, I think. By default, these guys don't do that, but so any one of them. So why don't we do spinach, actually? Let's do spinach. I don't think I've ever done that. We'll get this started. Worker on that. They don't pick up the thing. What the heck? It could be like the other Canadian snowbirds that come down to Florida every winter. Yeah, I'm not actually a snowbird. I'm not much of a snowbird. Yeah, I don't know. My age, I can't sleep on the ground because I can't get back up. Yeah, well, I have troubles getting out of a normal bed some days. I don't remember how old you are, but I think if I remember correctly, I'm not too far behind you. I used to go hunting with my uncle when I was younger, but the older I got, the less I went. I just got too busy. Yeah. I did a little bit of hunting, just like one-offs, a couple of times, with other people that were hunters. I just went along kind of thing. But I'm not a hunter myself. I don't think you're anywhere near my age. I'll be 71 this month. Well, yeah, I'm not that far behind you. I will be January. January is my birthday. I will be 63. So I'm looking forward to 63 though. It means I'm gonna be way more mature. I don't feel anywhere near that age, honestly. Physically I do, but mentally, absolutely not. I figure mentally I probably hover somewhere between 12 years old and 18 sometimes. What the heck is this guy doing? I don't understand what's going on. I should probably just take over, but sometimes I just like watching the workers do their thing. Just leaving a strip there for some reason, I'm not sure. Almost 50, but still young little whippersnapper. Oh yeah, you're just a pup. 50. Huh. You're just a pup. Okay, I think I'm going to take over from this worker instead of just sitting here watching it. I just needed to have a drink and a snack while a worker is doing their thing. So I think this is such a weird pattern. Okay, taking over. You know what they say about aging? Inside every old person, there's a young person screaming, "What the heck happened?" True story. How are we doing for time? 8:53. We're probably going to wrap up at 9 as usual. I'm actually a little tired. I've got my words are becoming less and less. So we'll probably wrap up as soon as we're done with this field here. It's okay. Good progress in this episode though. We got a bunch of sheeps. We got a bunch of bales made. We got 2 new fields. Otherwise, you should see some of the patterns on the new map. I think AI has been day drinking. Yeah, that might be a thing. That might be a thing. I guess there's a role play factor in there if you were doing role play videos. Drunken workers. Of course, the way I drive sometimes you might wonder, right? We're getting low on fertilizer. That's okay though. We're almost done. Spinach. This is actually the first time I think I even get involved with spinach. It's only been a year since FS25 came out, you would think, right? So we got canola, we've got spinach, we've got 2 grass fields. And we still have tons of room for more fields. Like there's a lot of room. I do a much better job than the workers sometimes. Just sometimes it's hard to line up. There's certain activities that I struggle more with, like maybe plowing or cultivating or something. I'm not sure. I have a hard time staying straight. Planting. I was playing around doing some of the testing and stuff with the Linux stuff I was talking about. And so I was trying out different games to make sure that they worked. And I fired up a game on FS22. And I just wanted to see how the graphics were and everything, quality, you know. So I just set a worker on a field. I just did you know, like new farmer mode, and there's equipment there ready for you. I just tried it, and I came to realize that the workers were just going up and down the fields, just up and down. I miss that so much from FS22. I wish that was a possibility. Let me knock out some headlands and then get the worker to finish the field by just going straight up and down. In my mind, I'm still 50-ish. Oh, then you're definitely way ahead of me then. I'm probably still 17, 16 maybe. Okay. All right. I think we're going to wrap it up, guys. Yeah, I'm a little bagged tonight. So, thanks for joining me. Really enjoy the chat. Becoming one of my favorite things. And we'll just pick up where we left off next Monday night and see how things go. So, thank you very much. I hope you all have an amazing evening. And if you haven't hit the like button on the way out, please do. I would really appreciate it. And I will catch you guys later. Keep being awesome.